Hi, I'm Cher Johnston. Welcome to my happy place. I'm going to work on the cover of my Stitch Dictionary today. Before we do that, you can visit my Ko-fi site to get this free pattern. Join me on my Facebook page. You can also get the free pattern there. Hit the like button and hype the video. It helps me out a lot. Before we get into it, I want to show you on my laptop where to find the link and how to get it for free. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not fancy enough to just show you the screen. So I'm not logged in. So if you go to my page, there is a link right here to my Ko-fi site. So we're going to go there. But before I do that, if you go to playlists here, and you go down here where it says Learn Slow Stitching, Step-by-Step Fabric Journal. If you click there, then it starts. Hi there, I'm Cher John. It starts the very first one. There's Mitzi. And I added today a link in the description of each one to my Ko-fi page. I also added a pinned comment that has my Ko-fi page and my Facebook community there. So, because I thought that this was really important for you to get this. So, if you go to, here we go. Here's the Stitch Dictionary book cover pattern. Click there, and then right here, you just put $0. Whoop. That would be nice. Put $0. You can, of course, get contribute $1 or something. Now I'm going to do continue shopping because we're going to do. Now you see this. There's the book cover pattern, and this has the slow stitch course materials, and we're going to do $0, and we're going to add that to the cart. Then we're going to do continue shopping again, and then we're going to go down here. This is a Stitch Dictionary companion page. So, and I'm going to put $0 and add to cart. Then I'm going to do checkout now. And I don't know. I don't know if you have to give me your email address. See, I'm logged in, so it has my email. You might have to do your email address. Okay, so here's the cover pattern. I'm going to download that. And there it is. And then you also get these little stitch thingies that we're going to do. Okay, I'll close that. And then we're going to look at this is what I wanted to show you. The companion page. This is what I really wanted to talk about today. So here's this. Alrighty. This is a Word document. WordPad does not support all the features, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's close that. So here it has links to the Algerian eye. You see where my pointer is? And I'm going to click that link. And it says, do you want to open this link? Yes, let's open that link. And here is So I'm going to start the portion of that video that has that that has that stitch in it. Now, where did, oh, here it is. And then the arrow stitch, and then the arrow stitch, the horizontal and vertical. And so each one of these stitches here on this page, and for some reason I can't go to the right, but there's a picture of the, well, that's not right. Anyway, there's supposed to be a picture of the whole page. And I don't know why I can't see it. But in any case, the links work. Okay? So I have this for, and this way you can go and you don't have to like search through all the, yeah. Here is the Slow Stitch course materials. And this is another Word document. And this has all the information about all the stuff that you need. Then here's links to Sharon Boggan's Pintangle website and her publisher's page for the book. These flour sacks that I use, Sue Spargo's threads, Jennifer Clouston, Color Streams, Milliners. These are my scissors that I love. And, oh, this is an inventory spreadsheet. I'll open that link. And this is $1.34. I'm not sponsored or anything by this guy. I I bought this, and it has all of the DMC threads listed, all these different tabs. I don't know how much you know about Excel. I love Excel. Here's a page where you can search for a thread color, and it tells you how many you own. There's also one, this is not updated because I know that there is, yeah, this one has all the different, well, anyways, I just think it's really cool. I took all my threads and I put them into, see how it has column 1, column 2, column 3. It goes all the way to column 19 or 20. And so now all my threads are in the order of their colors, which I think is really cool. Anyway, back to the supply list here. There's a little Sewing Notions. And here's the intro video. This is the first video. And maybe what I'll do is put a link at the end to the next video. You know what I mean? So that you can just click the links in the end of the videos to go to the next one. There's also comments. Here I put a comment, a pinned comment on each one. There's my Ko-fi page, and there's the Facebook group. Okay. If you have any questions about that, please join me. You can always leave a comment on the video, but join me on the Facebook page. Now I'm gonna readjust my camera. I don't know if you can hear the outside noise, but it's pouring down rain out there. All right. So in the first couple videos, I started on the cover, and I showed a few stitches, and we stitched one of these with a stem stitch. And I did this, I did a stem stitch, and I did a back stitch for these two letters. Then I was going to wait until we got further along because I want to do different stitches on here, and I wanted us to learn them first. The other thing I wanted to do was to pick out some threads. So I have here 601 and 34, and I have 3346 and 989, and then 746. It's an off-white. Then I have 3808. The other thing that I used up here, because this is Aurifil cotton. It's a number 12. It's very, very thin, and I like it a lot. I like using it. So I'm going to show you again in this video. Because we haven't done stem stitch yet, I'm going to do, before we start on that, there's one other thing that I wanted to mention. On this, there's no link for this trellis stitch. And when I looked at the video, I didn't record it, or I left it out somehow. This is a back stitch trellis, which is different from a trellis stitch. Someone in the Facebook group mentioned that she didn't know how to do the trellis, and I should have paid more attention because she was not wrong. There was no trellis stitch there, and maybe we'll do that. I'll do that on camera because I know I did it. I'm sure I filmed it, but I don't keep my old videos. So stem stitch goes like this. We're going to go, stem stitch is really good for curves like this. I'm going to go forward and go back just a little bit. I'm going to keep the thread to the right hand side. And then I'm going to go forward a bit and back just a bit. Again, the thread is below my needle. And forward again and back just a bit. I don't know if you can see all the Mitzi hair. I get Mitzi hair everywhere. She's asleep on my chair right now. She used to sleep on the couch. And when I started sitting in a chair, she started sleeping in the chair. And now sometimes I'm sitting on the couch. She'll go and sleep on the couch. But I think she prefers the chair. All right. Then I'm going to go to the back and end off. And to end off, you can go through these stitches. Now I have 2 layers of fabric back here. So I can stitch through the back layer, the backing fabric, and it won't show in the front. Now mine, I want to, when I finish it, I think I'm going to do an accordion style so that you can see the backs. You can see the back. Now this thread here is going to go away. This I demonstrated how to do a basting stitch. And you can go to that. It's one of the first, I don't remember if it's the first video. It's one of the first videos. So here I have my thread number 601. And I'm going to do here a cable chain. So I'm going to start with a chain stitch, just a regular chain stitch. Then I'm going to wrap the needle one time. I'm going to go down here and up there and wrap the needle. I'm going to wrap the needle, go down here and back up there. Wrap the needle. And there we go. Now sometimes, and I'm not going to do any more than that on this letter today because I have something else I want to do. And I want to show you how sometimes when I end off, I just wrap the thread around the needle and hold it up in the air so I can do this. Pull the needle through. It's like you're doing a French knot, but I'm not going back into the fabric. It's just going to make a knot at the back of the fabric there. So sometimes I do that. Now, the next thing that I want to do, that I want to show you, I wanted to show you this. In Sharon Boggan's book, she called this a buttonhole chain. I've heard it called a detached buttonhole. That's what I always called it. But when we were doing buttonholes, I was so ready to move on from the buttonhole stitch. I did not want to do a detached buttonhole. So what we're going to do is when we get to the D's, we're going to do a detached buttonhole stitch. But I'm going to do one here just because I want one on my cover. I'm going to do several actually. So we're going to go, I'm going to use the eye of my needle and I'm going to go into this stitch and I'm going to wrap this thread around the needle And then I'm going to pull up this direction. Again, I'm going to go in and wrap the needle. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull out this direction. That's 3. 4. 5. Now I'm going to take my needle and push those down a little bit. 6. That looks like enough. I'm going to go down to the back. And then I'm going to come up here. I just thought of something else I wanted to show you. In the course materials, I did a list. I think it's in the course materials. I did a list of different it doesn't have to say, your stitch book doesn't have to say Stitch Dictionary. And on the Facebook group, I thought it was the coolest thing. One of the ladies put Stitchcraft on the front of her book. I thought that was the coolest thing. I thought about doing that myself, and then I thought it'd be better lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I just thought that the letters in dictionary would look better. I don't know if they will or not, but you could do Stitchcraft. You could do Journal of Stitchery. I have a I didn't want to do that because that reminds me of Roxy's journal, because you know those Roxy girls did a Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and they're still doing more and more, which is kind of cool. One of these days, maybe I'll put together a list of folks that I follow. I don't. Maybe you can see who I subscribe to. Of course, you don't need to know that I subscribe to Midlife Stockman. I watch him every Monday. Midlife Monday. That's today. Very exciting about that every week. All right, I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to end this off. And I think I might put some stitches in there. But I think that will be another video, my friends. So I just wanted to come on and say the other thing is, in the first few videos, I did one of these on camera. I don't remember which one. These I'm going to use as like, see, this is a little page tab. I think I'm going to have little page tabs on mine, or like places to fill in, like here. I could stitch that right in there. Anyway, so that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me and Mitzi. Have a nice day. Bye.